Hey, thanks for joining us puppets again at Vox Terra. Today's show, California wildfires and global warming. California's still a-burning. The media still isn't connecting the dots to global warming. Despite our first episode, they are not. Why not? Preacher Levi? Well, Rusty, it's the power of the fossil fuel industry and the reckless elements of the business community. The Koch brothers pay to spread doubt. They pay for politicians, especially, I'm sorry to say, in the Republican Party. Matt, back to you. Well, according to the Guardian newspaper, the Koch brothers now own Time magazine. But it's not just the power of the owners, but the advertisers as well. I don't watch much commercials. Every time we tune in, we see ads for SUVs, trucks, cars, even ads promoting the good deeds of oil and gas industry. Well, so what are the media leaving out? According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, a supergroup, wildfire season is longer, fires more intense, and their range has spread. Wait, who's this?
Wildfires causing global warming? No way. I mean to say global warming causing wildfires? No way. And I don't care what you guys say.
Aw, come on! Who let Jimmy on the set? That's okay, Benny. It's good to have some friendly debate. Interesting slip-up, Jimmy. Here's how it works. Global warming is a simple science. Dump billions of tons of carbon and methane, known greenhouse gases, into the atmosphere each year, and those gases do just that. They trap heat and warm the globe. Benny? Hotter air holds more moisture. Hotter oceans give up more. This increases the likelihood of floods, droughts, severe storms, and wildfires. Worse, the poles have warmed up more than the rest of the planet. The circulatory pull between pole and equator is weaker. The jet stream is more sluggish. The Gulf Stream also. Weather, storms, droughts just linger longer. Matt, back to you. The Union of Concerned Scientists reports that average temperatures in the West are up 1.9 degrees since 1970. The snowpack melts sooner, so the forests are drier. Major wildfires up 4 times. Burn more than 6 times the land area, and last almost 5 times as long.
Parched earth? The fires are all because of bad forest management and environmentalists not allowing logging.
I've heard that one for decades, Jimmy. Volunteer defenders of the fossil fuel industry and Trump administration officials love to blame the burning earth entirely on not enough logging. So they're saying log the forest before they burn? The Guardian states that wildfires are also being sparked in open fields by parched vegetation, high winds, and low humidity. I can tell you, Rusty, when we drove through Montana, we passed 7 raging brush fires. A park ranger at Yellowstone told us that some of the wildfires were burning so hot now that pine cones, which were adapted to come open and seed after a wildfire, were just getting burned to a crisp. So maybe global warming will turn all the West into desert someday. Would that solve the wildfire problem? According to a U.S. government report, the National Climate Assessment of 2014, download it before Trump administration gets rid of it. Remember, they did remove climate change and global warming references from the White House website. Climate change is increasing the vulnerability of many U.S. forests through fire, insect infestations, drought, and disease outbreaks. So pests like global warming too? Pestilence, drought, and famine. As the Union of Concerned Scientists points out, even areas sheltered by human land use decisions like Yosemite have been burning. Wildfires have been breaking out in places that rarely or never saw them before. It's the prolonged droughts driving these fires. So, if the hotter air holds more moisture, what happens when it rains? Great point, Rusty. So after the earth burns, a pounding rain brings mudslides. But why did you say it was an interesting slip when Jimmy was trying said forest fires cause global warming instead of vice versa? The Nature Conservancy advocates using tree planting and reforestation, in addition to calls for switching to renewable energy and electric vehicles, as the Sierra Club is calling for, to slow down climate change. How would that work? Trees sequester or store carbon. They also filter other industrial air pollutants and help provide for fresh air. Oh, I like that, fresh air. Keep delaying action on climate change. Wildfire range spreads, the season lengthens, the burning forests could start to put out more carbon in the atmosphere than they sequester. But what if Jimmy is right and all these scientists are wrong and pumping billions of tons of carbon in the atmosphere doesn't trap heat? What if this here chemical composition to the atmosphere is magic and just can't be changed? Well, the same pollution sources superheating our planet are also toxic. Coal ash, auto exhaust, fracking chemicals. I sure don't like breathing in all that auto and diesel exhaust when I walk the great-grandkids to school. Hey, you're still here. Great. Like, subscribe, and comment. What do you think about Trump's comments regarding the wildfires? How can we spread the word about the environment? Until next time, peace be with you.